To the hitchhiker, baby, yeah. You do the hitchhiker.
Do you feel like it goes or like it doesn't?
Yes, quite so. Now then, let's see something to point with. Don't have any. Red. GPO Van Morris. 1967. The world was populated with mods and rockers, and people for whom the idea of consciousness, mind expansion, and its music generally was something to be laughed at. Nevertheless, there were 3 or 4 bands that went out into the provinces with that music. There was the Soft Machine, the Pink Floyd, a bit later the Pink Fairies, and the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Yes. Ha. You notice this pagan outfit. Flames, makeup, death's head. Yes. Well, at a time when Herman's Hermits were the norm, you either loved this or you hated it. There wasn't much room for anything else. Ha ha! I got the devil's grip on me, babe! This was a concert in Bradford Tech. Now, at that time, Bradford was well known for packy bashing and other delightful occupations. So the sight of someone here, semi-naked, with death's head makeup, squealing and writhing around, was not going to be terribly popular. However, the band went up to Bradford Tech and they got through the first set, ending with their first single, which failed because Polydor ran out of vinyl. So we had to wait for another year. After the first set, the social sec called the leader of this band, Arthur Brown, and said, "Here's all the money, go home now." I said, "Well, but we've come all this way to play. We've only played one set. I mean, we love our music and we want people to hear it." "No, we won't go." And I said, "Well, why do you want us to go?" He said, "Oh, come with me." There, the local thugs gathering with the intent to storm the stage and beat the band into a pulp. Nevertheless, I said, "No, I'm afraid we're going to play our music." He shook his head and said, "Well, I have tried." So, I went back to the dressing room where the band was, explained the situation. The drummer, Dration, who was a tough nut from he'd like, right. And he took his hi-hat cymbal, undid the bolts, took the cymbals off, turned it upside down and wielded it as a club. And he played the set with his double bass drum kit playing double fast on one hand and this club. And he had a very icy stare which was terribly terrifying. The keyboard player decided for a more delicate way of dealing with it. He hid behind the keyboard. I, in my great wisdom, had spotted upstairs a glass case with, in case of fire, a huge, double-headed, curved, bladed Viking fire axe. So I smashed the glass, and there's me smashing the glass, and took up this axe. There's the keyboard player hiding behind me. So, there, the axe. And in order to set the crowd at rest, this crowd that was normally into like, hey baby, coming down the highway quick, I see a real fine chick. I thought, well, they would really like a change from that, so we did dynamic explosions in my brain, shatter me to drops of rain. It didn't go down too well. But when they saw one club-wielding drummer heard the shrieking sounds of the keyboard and couldn't see anybody playing it, and saw me out the front with flames coming out the top of my head, wielding a big axe, looking at them going, yeah. They stayed their ground. And they said such as things as, ooh, they look tough.